Hey, she's not going in the goddamn box, okay?
What is up, everybody? It is I, the Jade's Review, the hidden hand of From, man. I'm the reason for it all. What's up, y'all? We here to talk about episode 5. Decided to keep Rockwell as my official intro music for From here for my reviews. I always feel like somebody's watching me, says Jim. But other than that, what we got on the docket for today, Sarah's walk of shame. Everybody was doing her dirty. Even Ethan talked to her bad, man. And Kenny was gangster this episode. Other than that, there is something definitely going on with Telly. I want to talk about that. What will Boyd say to Kenny's mom? Cool cliffhanger, I guess. Episode 6 is supposed to be going down. We shall see. And I found it kind of odd we didn't see Fatima or Ellis in this episode. Just something to think about. But anyway, guys, all this and more in your episode 5 review of From. Got your attention? Got it? Good. Let's get into it, y'all. All right. Before I get into today's episode, make sure to slap that like button if you haven't already. All right, now that you have slapped the like button, the subscribe button, let's go ahead and get into this, guys. I will not be long. It's my third video of the day, and I'm ready to lay down. But let's talk about the first topic here. I ain't scared of no monsters, man. I was looking forward to Randall's reaction of when the monsters came out, and I was pleasantly surprised, man. He didn't bitch out, man. He stood tall. He looked them in the face and said, "I'm not scared of you monsters." We had the return of Grandma Monster, so we got a kick out of seeing her, but she did damage last time we saw her. R.I.P. I can't remember her name right now, the little girl. But anyway, so is this some type of thing as far as the monsters are concerned? Like, do they because he said once he said, "I'm not scared of you guys," they turn around and walked away. So is that a thing? Like, you have to be scared of them, or they feed up your fear. I've heard that theory out there. So yeah, that was quite interesting. And then at the end of the episode, we saw him, kicking up his feet on top of the bus. So, he's made the bus his home, it seems like. So I guess we'll be getting more from Randall a little bit later on. I want to see him do something to one of these monsters, man. If it's somebody that's gonna harm the monsters, I think it would be him. So we shall see. Let's talk about Jade getting these answers, man. We'll play for answers if y'all saw the thumbnail, of course. And he finally got something out of Victor. I don't feel like it was much, of course. He talked about the guy that's drawing the signs, and of course how they got to this in the first place is Victor went to see him. He made a deal with him that if he played the violin for him, he would tell him some information, except he took him way out to the forest or whatever where all these cars are, and he said he brought him out there. I'm like, does Victor know how to drive? It was never established. I've never seen him drive, so how did he get the cars out there? There's just one thing I want to know. But yeah, he basically says it's where his mom used to play or something like that, and this is where you make Jade play the violin. And then after this, he gives him some answers finally, as far as the signs are concerned. And we learned that I guess the guy, he used to make people happy. I guess he was some type of comedian or joker or whatever. And at some point, he stopped making people smile. And yeah, I assume he's the person that murdered all the people there. So but that's about all we got out of Victor, in this episode right there. It's like pulling teeth for S's in the thing, man. But it's from the makers of Law, so I'm really not surprised. What else we got? Jim doubles down on his theory about this place being an experiment, except this time he told Boyd, somebody that actually needs to know this information. Last review, I talked about, certain people that need to be sharing information, like Boyd, like Donna, Jim, all this, the important figures here. in Fromland, they need to know this information. And I'm still pissed off at Boyd because he's still not saying anything, you know. Um, but will he say something next episode? So I guess while I'm on that, what will Boyd say to Kenny's mom next episode? I'm very intrigued. Is he going to tell about his adventures in the forest, the worms? I'm not sure. Um, but that's the only thing I really got from that as far as the end of the episode is concerned. Uh, let's talk about Elgin, man. Elgin makes a move on Sara, man. What's going in the lover boy Elgin, man? The last episode, it was sorta um trying to tell us that there might be some type of connection between the two. It's debatable. Was she just trying to help him out? Was she being friendly? But there may have been a little connection there. Well, Elgin is pimping, man. He's pimping, and now he's going after the Sara, the untouchable. And once she said he killed her brother, he started backing off. But later in the episode, he up there picked up the clothes and the broken ornament. So I'm trying to figure out what is the importance of the ornament going on, and I find it odd that it's like a snowman. So and these people are supposed to be like in like the snow globe, so to say. So interesting there, but I still don't know what's the significance of that ornament. Is it something mystical? Is it just symbolic? That remains to be seen. So I guess while we're on it, let's go ahead and talk about Sarah's walk of shame, man. So first off, we start the episode with Tabitha and Jim going to confront Sara. Told y'all I'm tired. Going to confront Sara. And yeah, she had some words for her. And so we get that, and then she goes from being hollered at from Tabitha to Ethan tell her, "You're a monster. I'm not scared of you." And then we had Kenny, about to do he wanted to do her bad, man. And Kenny got gangsta on her. I kind of felt sorry for her when he threw the box down and broke an ornament, but it's understandable. You killed her dad, man. So it's very understandable. And we also had Sara go to Kenny's mom, which I was most interested in her reaction. She kind of reacted like I expected her to. Um, I was kind of expecting her to kind of forgive her a little bit, but it was more so like, "Hey, get up out of here. I never want to see you again," basically. But we shall see. I don't think it's over for Sara. I think there's some type of I think it's gonna be like a redemption type deal with Sara. I think at the end of the day, she's gonna do something to redeem herself now. She may not go in the box, but I do still expect Sara to die at some point in this episode. But she might sacrifice herself or something like that. But that's where I kind of see this going. Kind of her road to redemption. But this is just where she starts at right now. But yeah, she definitely had to take that walk of shame this episode. But let's go ahead and go into Kristi's guilt here. And she was had this interesting conversation with her girlfriend or whatever, or right now she's a girlfriend. It seems like I don't know. It seems like they're making that path for her to get back to Kitty, man. Her girlfriend is a drug addict or something like that. Let me not talk about that right now. I'll get to it later. But anyway, so yeah, Kristi is saying how when she talked to Sara that would you do something bad for your loved one to be back here? She said yes, so she's feeling guilty about that. So I think I seen a theory going out, that if you say you wanted to, I'm not sure how to word it here, but I think y'all know what I'm trying to get at here. But so basically, she wished she had the desire to do something bad in order to get what she wanted. So I don't know. But anyway, this leads me into Tilly here. There's something about Tilly. Don't y'all find it odd that she just happened to have that morphine like she knew that what's her name, Muriel, I guess she has a drug issue or something like that. So yeah, we see that towards the end of the episode. She takes that morphine and she puts it in her mouth. I was like, what? So of course Kristi is probably gonna find this out some way, somehow. But while I'm on Kristi, I also forgot to mention that Kristi also wanted to do something bad to Sara once she heard her that she was back in town or whatnot. But Muriel was able to hold her back. But I still think we're gonna get that meeting between those two. So that should be interesting. And then the last thing I have here, I'm cooey. I don't know what they were saying. I'm trying to listen. I'm like, I'm ooey, I'm cooey. I'm like, what? What are these kids saying? So Tabitha picks up the little Jenga thing or whatever. I don't know if there's some type of summoning tool or something for them to come out. But I'm like, we don't even know if it's real. I guess it's in her mind, but it's affecting her physically somehow. And the thing that interests me was she had the nosebleed, of course, and Sara had the nosebleed as well. So are these kids that she's seeing, is this gonna cause her to do something like Sara did? We shall see. But other than that, yeah, I said I wasn't gonna be long here, guys, but that's pretty much it for episode 5. All the major key events that I want to talk about anyway. Yeah, y'all let me know y'all theories down below, and I will see you guys for episode 6. But if you haven't already, make sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace out.
Hey, she's not going in the goddamn box, okay?
We shall see, boy. We shall see. I'm out, y'all.